Friends, Greg, New Master, coming at you again with another action figure review. Almost Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you're having a great holiday. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Today we have Medicom Mafex, the Cyborg Superman. Anybody who grew up in the 80s and 90s will remember the legendary story arc, the death and the reign of the Superman. The death of Superman, like 92, 93, was a big deal. It was such a big deal, it was on the news all the time because they killed Superman. Superman was slain by Doomsday in a slugfest where they knocked each other out, and Superman died, and Doomsday didn't end up dying. And then he was replaced by 4 imposters, or were they? That was the big question. Was Superboy the real Superman? Was the Eradicator the real Superman? Was Steel the new Superman, the real Superman? Or was it the Cyborg Superman, who turned out to not be Superman? He was Hank Henshaw, an astronaut who turned bad and was damaged on a voyage to outer space, and was regenerated by Superman's spaceship or birth matrix. And he ended up matching Superman's DNA with Kryptonian technology. Also, he looked fantastic. This was the time period of Terminator 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Terminator 2 was such an iconic film and very influential at the time. So what a great comic idea to combine the Terminator with Superman. So let's bust this baby out. Medicom Mafex. Mafex makes my favorite comic book action figures. I just think they're works of art. The articulation is wonderful. You get all the different accessory options normally, and it's just great. So let's check this baby out. So here's the package. He's in there nicely. There's the bottom. You want to make sure you have the official sticker, because there are knockoffs out there sometimes. Excuse me as I stutter. There's the side of the box. There's the back of the box. Just some nice promo images of the figure. The other side, the top of the box, and there we go. It's normally taped right here, so I've already cut the tape just so I can pull it out and show everybody. And oh, what is this? We have some directions there. It says scan the hidden tag, label on the product and the package. I'm gonna keep that sealed for now, and I'm going to open this up laying down, because anytime I pop this open, it explodes and all of the accessories go all over the place. So I just don't want to do that. See, that's on there very tightly. You can probably hear it on the film. And prop him up like this. Oh, see, there goes a set of hands. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. There's the display stand. Every Mafex figure typically comes with that. So let's get a good look at this anyhow, since it fell out. So this is his blaster hand. His hand can transform into this sort of Mega Man double blaster cannon. Looks fantastic. Looks like something Cyborg would actually use. Superhero Cyborg, so that's pretty cool. I'll put that back in there for now. Here's some of the hands. So you get open flying hands. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you get 5 sets of hands. So you get the open flying hands since they fell out. Put those back in there like so. You get a pointing gesture hand, cyborg hand, as well as an open fisted hand. So you have that, and then you have 2 open grabby hands. Look at just the level of the detail on the Cyborg hand. Just the sculpt of the knuckles. It looks like there's a little bit of black wash in there to just show off the detail. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. You also get these, blasting / fire effects. Where do they go? They go in the blaster like so. Or his cannon, or whatever you want to call it, his Mega Buster, if you're a big fan of Mega Man. And yeah, it's real tight to get that in there. So there's 1 and 2. A little bit crooked. Maybe I have them upside down. I think I do. Try it the other way. See what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know. Like, these are really tight. I don't know how they expect you to port them in there. Is there a specific shape? It's really hard to tell. Yeah, so I don't know. Those blasting effects don't work pretty good, so that's a little bit annoying. If you want to use that, I won't use these effects, but I don't know. That's how it's going in the hole. I'm probably not doing it right, but anyhow, you guys get the idea. So let's get the figure out himself. They wrapped him very nicely in this plastic. So I appreciate that. The beautiful cape, the wired cape. Also, too, they put a lot of plastic in between the torso joints to not scratch the paint, which I also appreciate. I'm going to just rip that out. They even put it in between the thighs, which is unusual. They don't normally do that. I have seen it between the torso joint. Yeah. So very nice. I mean, he is just beautiful. What a beautiful figure. Just the level of detail. He looks spectacular. Man, look at the Terminator side. Just the level of detail. The red eye. This is the nice metallic paint. Just like the red on the chin. There he is from the side. Just looks like the mutilated Arnold in Terminator 2. The nice Superman hairstyle. We have the swooshed S and just like the bluish, sort of blackish articulation. They like to do the blue with the hair with Mafex to show the black hair. So like the blue highlights. He looks amazing though. Look at the abs and just the nice division. The logo looks gorgeous. The back of the cape. There's the yellow Superman S. It's highlighted in black, so it's a little bit more expressive than the regular Superman, Mafex Superman. And let's get a nice comparison of the two faces. This Mafex Superman is my favorite Superman action figure. It is just beautiful. Perfectly articulated, perfectly sculpted in the style of Jim Lee, who's one of my all-time favorite comic book artists. Oh, here's an interesting thing. The S swooshes go opposite ways. Actually kind of don't like how the regular Superman, the S is backwards. I don't like that. I just don't like that. The S is proper on Cyborg Superman in his hairstyle, but it's reversed on the actual Superman. So I don't like that. I just noticed that at this exact moment that it's backwards. The blues match, it looks like, on the costumes. And we have this nice wired cape. So it's actually wired on the bottom as well as the sides, where the actual Superman figure is not wired on the bottom, as you can see. So you get a lot of wires in Cyborg Superman cape, but not in the actual Superman cape. So that's a bit of an improvement, I would say. And it's this nice shiny red material. It's very, very beautiful looking. And just look at the level of sculpt and detail on his arm. Just wonderful. There's that double jointed elbow articulation. Looks really good. We got the wrist joints, obviously. You can pop the hands off. Just ports in there. There's no sort of like plug. And let's see, the ab crunch, like spectacular ab crunch. Go back that far. The head joint, just full movement. You have a point of articulation in the neck, and then where the head meets the neck. I'll just pop that off so you guys can see a little bit of scuffing there, just from paint. And that's what the head joint. It's always sort of like bent like that on Mafex. They like to do that for some reason to give it probably more range of motion. Pop that back on. Very nice looking. We got the butterfly joints in the shoulders, so you can bring his arms in really far if you want to. You can stretch them out as well. That's what it looks like underneath the cape. Oh, this is interesting. This actually sort of plumped it up there. This is not on the regular Superman either. I don't know why they did that, just to like thicken it out underneath, but and to sort of accentuate the folds in the cape. But yeah, there's like that extra padding underneath. That's strange. Let me take a look at the regular Superman for a moment to see if his cape has that same thing. And it doesn't. It's just flat underneath, which is fine by me. I think it's actually, I don't know, kind of unnecessary, but it gives a very dramatic posing in the cape because of the wires. Like as you can see, you get the wires in the side and the bottom. It's just a very big flowy cape, so you can do a lot of like dynamic posing with Cyborg Superman. Just look at the details on the good leg. I never even realized that there was cybernetic parts on the good leg, but they're on there as well. We got ankle articulation, double joints in the knees. His kick can go all the way up like so. He can almost do a straddle. There is no thigh cut. There is articulation in the hip if you want to turn the knee out a little bit. There's a double joint in the knee. Looks really, really good. Ankle articulation. We got toe articulation, which is a nod to the old school Toy Biz Marvel Legends, who were the first to do the toe articulation in my memory. I mean, just look at that. Look at the cords and the cables on the inside underneath his rib cage. Just beautiful. What a beautiful, interesting design. Very reminiscent of the 90s comics. Just so much fun. Even his belt is a more vibrant yellow versus the actual Superman's, where it's like a muted yellow. So this just screams 90s. Where this is based on Hush. This is Hush Superman, and it's the Jim Lee version, so the colors are slightly muted, which is fine. So let us switch out. The arm comes off like so. And then you can put on his blaster arm, which I will definitely display him with this arm over the regular arm, just because I think this looks so cool. And yeah, that's just awesome. That looks so great. Anybody who's a fan of Mega Man and his Mega Buster or Mega Man X, that just screams like Mega Man and Terminator. Just combining a lot of really interesting things. Even Apocalypse from the X-Men can transform his appendages into weapons. And just one more time, a good look at that cyborg head versus the human fleshy part. And you only get a little bit too. There's just a little piece. Also sort of reminiscent of RoboCop as well, where RoboCop was a true cyborg, where the Terminator was a robot, just a complete robot dressed up in human skin, where RoboCop was a true cyborg. And we get one more comparison for you guys, where you can see Kal-El next to Cyborg Superman. They should be the same size. It looks like seems like Cyborg Superman is just a little bit bigger than actual Superman. But just a beautiful figure. I got mine from Plaza Japan. It just arrived in the mail yesterday. And I was so excited to see this figure because he is just gorgeous. What a gorgeous looking action figure. So I highly recommend this figure if you can pick it up. I know it was on Big Bad Toy Store, obviously eBay. I got mine from Plaza Japan. I think there's another one that people always use called like Annie or something like that. Please correct me in the comments. But anyhow, yeah. Have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you guys celebrate, and may God bless you all. And please like and subscribe. Peace.